to begin this day. I invite you to join us for virtual music this morning.
My good friend Karen Drucker wrote this next song. I think it's the greatest expression of gratitude around. Gratitude before me, singing. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. Sing. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Feel it. I'm so grateful. I'm so
Feel free
grateful.
to join in.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Yeah. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And we're so grateful. 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 I love you.
That was beautiful. Grateful for each one of you being here this morning, where we're going to release the kids to go have a wonderful time this morning doing a project. Thank you, Nicole. And so I'm Reverend Belinda, and I'll be presiding over the service today. I'm definitely grateful to be here. It feeds me. Hopefully it feeds you as well, knowing that each one of you received something that you've shown up for today. I know that we'll hear just that one thing that really helps us through. So let's get a little bit of information about Amani. Welcome here. We're glad you're here. This is our short, sweet, but very effective vision statement. So let's say it together with some enthusiasm. Get some energy going in this room. Lighting the path to peace together. Thank you, each one of you, for doing this. We do. When we show up for another, we are that light. And so also a little bit about us and how we show up at the Amani Center is we're an open and inclusive spiritual community, accepting all faiths, paths, and religions. They all lead to that thread of truth that runs through everything. And we know that there are many paths to the divine. I mean, that's how you got here, right? Different paths, different religions, different ways of being. So we're grateful for you to be here this morning. And this is a place to learn and grow and be together. A safe place to experience our spirituality, experience our experience. Because one of the things we really value here is our classes. That's where we do the deep dive into some very spiritual, intimate growth. So that's a little bit about Amani. I know we have quite a few new people this morning. New people, good morning. It's grateful to have you here. So good. So good. And we have some visitors from a long time ago, too. Hi, Jen. Really wonderful to have you here today as well. So one of the things that we do offer through our classes, you can become a certified practitioner, ministerial license. There's some ways that we can do something with our classes besides grow in consciousness. And one of the things the practitioners learn is what's called the spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. And the practitioners here today offer their service, pray with you after service if there's something that you want to manifest and bring into your life or something that you're just wanting to let go of. So practitioners, raise your hands. We'd love to pray with you after services if that's something and that would genuinely serve you. So I'd like to bring up Marcy this morning to tell us all the happenings besides the big announcement of Karen Drucker, the song.
Yes, thank you, Reverend Belinda. All right, so we're going to go through some of the things that are going on at the Amani Center. I just wanted to share that I had such a crazy morning, and then I looked down right before service, and I realized I'm essentially wearing my slippers. So very comfortable. Anyhow, so here's our May schedule. This is the last Sunday in May. May's theme was Divine Mother, Spark of Life, and so we have been focusing on that. We have the wonderful Reverend Wynne speaking today, so it's going to be a wonderful Sunday. Here's June. So June's theme is Father as Divine Wisdom, and it's a 5-Sunday month. So here's our lineup. We have all of our regular speakers. Ministerial intern Lucian Baker is always the first Sunday, followed by Reverend Pixie DeFour, followed by Reverend Mitch Austin, and then Reverend Wynne. And then on our 5th Sunday, we're going to have the wonderful Karen Drucker here. So she will be doing a concert. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that, but she'll be doing a concert, a women's retreat, and she'll be speaking and bringing music on Sunday. So mark your calendar, show up for all of that. Tell your friends, she is truly amazing. Here's some of the things that are still coming up with our various events. So we have a teen play date that got moved to May 31st. It's usually the 3rd Sunday, but there was a recital, so they couldn't quite manage that one on then. So 31st for teens, and then again in June, it'll be the 28th. So that's a great way for the kids to get together and just have some time to be teens in a safe, fun place where they can be themselves and feel included and part of a community, which is a wonderful thing. We have an El Dorado Housing fundraiser that will be here, and we do rent the space. We are offering the space for free. You may recall we gave our tithe to El Dorado Housing a couple months ago, and they're a fantastic organization. They're really making a difference with the unhoused in our area. So they're doing a fundraiser. If you would like to help with that or come to it, you can purchase a ticket for it. Just look that up on the website or going to the El Dorado Housing website. They're doing like a Mexican dinner. They're going to have live music. It'll be a fun event, and I know they would love to have some of the Amani folks there. So SAC Pride is a week from this weekend. So not this coming weekend, but the following, June 8th and 9th. We're going to have a booth there for the first time. I'm really excited about this. So we will be out there. It's just a fantastic environment of inclusivity and fun and joy. And it's a wonderful place for us to show up and let people know that they are welcome here, whatever path they're walking. So if you would like to be part of that, I have some room for folks who want to man the booth. I don't think I brought my clipboard, but see me if you're interested and I'll get you in there. It's going to be, if you haven't been to SAC Pride, I highly encourage it. It's so fun, so joyous, and just a wonderful place to be. And then we have a drum circle on the 14th. Rise and Speak is coming up. Mitch is doing that as a retreat, so it'll be an all-day thing. That's going to be in June, the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd. Full Moon is they're going to be together. So we got full moon there, and we've got solstice. We're putting them together on the same day. Powerful day on the 6th. Probably, assuming the weather cooperates, I'd encourage you all to come to that. That's everyone's. Do join us for that. Here's some of the things that are going on all the time. We have our yoga classes over at the ballet across the parking lot. Course in Miracle is every Thursday. Or 6:30 at the Jaeger's home, and then the breath work is happening on Saturdays. Now we just had this discussion. We're going to change the time on this. Instead of 10 to 11, it's going to be 9 to 10:30, and Susan is leading that. And where are you, Susan? Okay, if anyone has questions, see Susan. She's doing some yoga poses. She's doing meditation. She's giving a lot of instruction, and she has some fantastic training on this. So she's telling you why, she's answering questions, and then they're encourage you to show up for that. That will not be doing it next Saturday because, I think it's the next slide. Yes, we have our pancake breakfast and our Spring Fest next Saturday. fundraiser for us if you're able to come, if you're already signed up to volunteer, if you'd like to sign up to volunteer. We're starting with our pancake breakfast. That will be 9 to 10. So it's going to be pancakes and bacon and sausage, and then we're going to have an upgraded one, strawberries and whipped cream and for your base crazy basis too. So we'll be just looking to have a good time. We're going to do that on the patio while they're getting set up for the big event, which is Springfest 2024. And so 30 plus vendors out there. There's going to be a bounce house. There's going to be kids stuff. There's going to be face painting, hot dogs, and I think cotton candy, a taco. There's a guy doing tacos out there. So it's lots of great items to purchase, fun things to do, great way to spend your day supporting Amani and, you know, have some really beautiful whatever occasions coming up. So Kathy, if you've already signed up for this, Kathy's going to do a Zoom call. She'll be sending an email out. It's going to be Thursday, and I don't remember what time, but so watch for that just so she can kind of go over everything. All right, as I said before, Karen Drucker will be here at the end of June. She's doing this special women's retreat on Saturday the 29th. That's going to be from 10 in the morning to 3 o'clock right here at the Amani Center. And then that will include lunch. And then the concert will be that night. So the concert itself is $25. If you want to add the pre-concert VIP time, it's a limited number of people with Karen. There'll be appetizers and drinks. You can purchase that. And then there's packages to do the retreat and the concert and the VIP. So go to theamanicenter.org, get your tickets. I've already seen lots of tickets being sold. She's fantastic. If you haven't seen her in person, show up for this. You will not regret it. And if you have, then I don't even have to say anything because I know you're going to be there, just like I am for all of that. So that's it for our announcements. If you haven't already silenced your phone, please do so. And then Reverend Belinda is going to bless.
Also, too, Karen will be here the next service. That's really exciting. Music and the talk? Ooh, all right, that sounds amazing. All right, so what I would like to do now is just have us go inward, get ready for the service today by doing a blessing. If you're so inclined, sitting up nice and straight in your chair with your eyes closed. And so grateful for this brand new morning, this beauty, and this place that we call the Amani Center. For we know the divine is right here in space, this holy instant. And that divine permeates every aspect of our being and every single space in this room. So we're immersed in the divine this morning, allowing us to be guided and guarded, protected and provided for. In this place that we call the Amani Center, where we gather together to join in consciousness in the divine. So we release this and let it go, knowing that it's filling us up with enthusiasm and inspiration, with words of wisdom to guide us on our way. So we release this and let it go, knowing that it is already done, because we have shown up with intention. So thank you, sweet Spirit, for this beautiful place, for this beautiful day, and for our hearts, as we say together, and so it is. Now I'd like to bring up Marcy to do the affirmation for us today.
Thank you, Reverend Belinda. All right, so we're going to say our affirmation 3 times together. The first time we'll say it with enthusiasm and a big voice. Really feel it, really live into these words. The second time we're going to bring it down to a whisper and just sort of hearts as we speak it in that whisper. And the third time, please join me mentally as I speak it aloud. And our affirmation is brought by Sherry Wynne. All right, let's begin. Every day I put my trust in Spirit. It helps me navigate life for the highest and best. Every day I put my trust in Spirit. It helps me navigate life for the highest and best outcome. Every day, I put my trust in Spirit. It helps me navigate life for the highest and best outcome. And together we sing, and so it is. All right, now we have a pre-meditation song from Leah Morris.
All we need is here. 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 All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need, all that we need, all that we need. All that we need is all. All that we need is me. 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 All we need is here. All we need is here.
So now we let this music bring us into this place of meditation. If it feels comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close if they have not already, or you can blur your vision, focusing on the third eye between your eyebrows, in the middle of your forehead. And as we breathe into this space, we know that all we need is here, right here, in this room, in our hearts and our minds, within us all. We are all connected to this divine spirit, to the universe, to God, to science or nature or whatever word you give it. This energy that empowers and breathes us and brings us right when we need it. We have only to say yes. And so, of knowingness, that truly all we need is right here. We'll go into our quiet meditative time and just stay open to what it is that is yours to do today, this week, this year, this lifetime. Stay open for the divine insights and messages to help guide you on your journey here on planet Earth. You can show up as your highest, your best, your most powerful, loving, giving, divine self in service of this planet and all that is. Enjoy your meditation. And so staying in this place of silence and connection, we'll take a few moments for divine healing. Our opportunity to remember the truth about ourselves, our loved ones, our fellow humans, our fellow earth dwellers. And so I'm going to invite you in a moment to speak aloud the name or names of any people, animals, situations, places that you feel, and then we will do that together. We will shine that light of healing. We will know the truth of the wholeness of these people, these situations, places together, and it will be powerful. Right now, go ahead and speak aloud the name or names of any people, places, situations, including yourself, that you would like to shine this healing down. And so we feel the presence of all of these individuals, all these situations in the room, and we wrap our loving arms around them and remind them, know for them the truth of their divine perfection. In spite of what it looks like right now, we know that all is well and that Spirit is showing up in many ways, right now and always. And so we remember the truth of that. We remember the wholeness of each and every one of us, and remember that the story is not over. Things are still unfolding. Things are revealing themselves, and it can be messy and it can be painful, but it is part of this process. So we stay open, and we know, and we remind each other of the truth, especially when we forget. We show up in community for each other and for the planet. And so I'm so grateful for the truth of this, grateful to know the divine is working in, as, and through each and every one of us in every instant of our lives. And we have only to turn towards it and say yes and thank you, and that this is how it works. And I know that as I speak these words, they are drawn into the law, and they are already made manifest. And so there's nothing to worry about. All is well. And together we say, and so it is. So this morning, our lovely Sonia was not feeling that well, so we're getting a little tour of some of the wonderful musical guests we've had here at the Amani Center. So we've heard Gary Lynn Floyd, who is going to be here live in July, so that's one to remember. And we had Leah Moore from Berlin, and now we're going to have Bob Saima and Shannon Pluma coming to us from Florida.
All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to ask you to hop up on your feet, put your hands together, sing along. You'll figure out the words as you go. This song is called Healed People. Come on, get ready for love. darkness, can you? But you could turn up your light inside and hurt away the hurt, or hate away the hate, but we can heal the divide. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. How many generations passed this on? How long have we felt this pain? How many more hearts gotta ache before we decide to break this chain? Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, help people, help people. Heal people, heal people. Hurt people, bless people, bless people. Bless people, heal people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, love people, love people. Love people, heal people, heal people, heal people. I can see it in the old man's eyes. I can see it in the young girl's smile. I can see it coming through the pain. It's coming right at us like a hurricane, yeah. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love. Come on, get ready for love, 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 love. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. Hurt people, heal people, heal people.
So glad to see all of you here today. There's our friends and family are out having fun. I love that we did a little mind treatment because we know things and people needing our help, our support and consciousness. So today I'm going to speak about, well, first, before we do that, get up and greet your neighbor. I'm going to say hey to each other. It's a good way to change the vibration. So when you have a moment, let's just come back here, because after service, we're okay, you little ones in the back. Supporting Monica and Bosco. Hi, darling. Sending our light and love, Bosco. Yes. So this month is the Divine Mother, the spark of life. So we are a spark of that infant. Recalls that everything started in the quantum soup. And out of that quantum soup, the divine spark or the divine feminine, that creative energy, and we'll call the quantum soup, starts by love. And love is bliss, bringing everything into form. That bliss consciousness is bringing everything into form. And as an individual, we start with, we have our mind, our ego, our body, our spiritual self. And then that spark has the opportunity, if we give it the opportunity, to take up the residence of those vehicles. But it's up to us to make that choice. And if you're here today and you're here on the planet, we're here for a very timely event, which is bringing in a higher vibratory frequency collectively to this planet. And we've tried to do it a number of times, didn't do it so well. But we're doing it better now, even though we might make the mistake of looking outward in the manifest world and say, oh, it's not working. We need to be afraid. You need to turn that upside down and get back into your vibratory frequency, because you are a spark of the divine, and you have the ability to bring that higher vibratory frequency into your field. And just like the singers said, if you're hurt, you can give hurt. If you're healed, you can give heal. If you're love, you can be love. So the higher the vibration you contain in your vehicle, the best amount of good, even if you're not going anywhere, because we live in an energetic field, and that field feels what we are, and it puts it out. It's like in this wonderful matrix or this net or this version of the light. And so worry is a choice. I have to tell myself often, because I have a PhD in worry. I've done well for a long, long time, and I have to put it down over and over again. We all have doctorates in special ways of pain or suffering, because that's what we learned from this planet. And so we need to let that go. And I want to tell you that not only is it a process of letting it go, but it's a process of alchemy. Turning water into wine, lead into gold, yucky stuff into bright, sparkly stuff. Just like these wonderful new pictures that our beautiful Catherine has brought in to our center. We are the receivers of this divine spark when we say yes to it. So how do we say yes to it? What are ways that we can say yes to this extraordinary, powerful, potent energy? How do you do it? Show up. What else? Practice it. What else? Meditate. What else? Ask for it. What else? Allow. Think about it. Anything else? Be joyful. Play. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. I mean, be crazy. Be crazy with fun. Be mad for the good. You know, if you're going to be insane, be good. Let people pat you on the head and say, you don't know, but we need to tell you about this. You know, the but. And then they open the door to all that other stuff. And so if you're in the presence of that, you don't have to have a conversation with it, but you can just be the quiet, transforming energy of light. While they spill all this stuff out to you, you can just nod and go, And, you know, just see this old stuff leaving them, and you see with new eyes. You see into their spiritual vehicle that has light that's been maybe hidden under a bushel. You see it coming. You see their good showing up. You see their loss being healed. You see their suffering being quieted. That's our job, is to be the visionaries. We are the visionaries of the divine spark in each of us. And each of us has a talent and a way, and it's specific to us. And we should not be quiet about it anymore, embarrassed about, you know, it's okay to be embarrassed, fall on your knees. You know, I do it a lot, but I've learned how to stand up after. I brush myself up and go, okay, Second round, third round, 100th round, 10,000th round, here I am. I'm still here. We are the ambassadors of light. I want you to say it. I am an ambassador of light. You are not convincing me. Come on, let's have some. Oh, yeah, now I'm feeling it. You know, we're so trained to not, there's certain places that we have given ourselves permission to be big. In certain places and in certain ways. In my family, I was raised to be a lady. I got in trouble a lot. I got sent to my room a lot. I was just a lot. And then I learned how to shut me down. Anybody else learn how to shut me down? Put me in a special way. We go into the work setting and there's the rules, and the school setting and there's the rules, and the churches and there's the rules. And my God, there's the rules. And at some point, you just got to set the rules aside and go, okay, what am I here for? What is the purpose of this life? Why did I show up? You showed up to be the best version of the light as you. Maybe you're a peacemaker. Maybe you are a catalyst. Maybe you're an artist or a singer or mother or father. Maybe you're a caregiver or a healer, or maybe you're a teacher, and endlessly on and on and on. And when you give yourself permission to be that, when you ask for it, when you say, I am ready, I am ready to receive it, show me the way. Every day I wake up, I make it a point to sit my little crazy ass down and get in touch. And some days I do it better than others. But I sit down expecting that I am going to have a relationship with some kind of inner quality in me that is helping me to live the best version of my life. And I'll tell you what, I have not been an easy pupil. When is it going to get here? How is it going to show up? How? Why? That was my first question. Why? Why? Anybody have that one? Why? But why? But why? My poor dad, he just went, I was full of questions. And I had to learn to get quiet so I could hear the answers. We have asked questions, haven't we? We have asked all the questions. Now we learn to get quiet so we can hear the answer or see the answer or feel the answer, or be the witness to the answer, or be in the intuitive self that is unmapping you, your life. It's bringing you into what is next for you. That is the best thing that we can give our world, is to wake up in consciousness, highest vibratory frequency that we can possibly carry. And it doesn't matter where you go to get it. You can go halfway across the world, be in a Hindu temple and find it. You can drum with Native Americans. You can play in mud piles with little kids and find it. It doesn't matter where you go or how you go. It is there in every aspect of life. You don't have to believe like anybody else believes except you. And then you come together with people of like mind and you share. Or you even might be in oppositional places with other people and be the light. Seeing that underneath their opposition, they also carry a flame that is connected to the whole of everything. There are no lost people. only beings going through an evolutionary process of awakening to whatever you want to call that, to the light, to love. It is an evolutionary process that we all go through. So there are no lost people. Even the ones that look the hardest, the harshest, the angriest, the most, they are just under a pile of muck. And if you have the eyes to see something in them that they can't see, you don't even need to talk about it with them. They could be half the world. You could see on your internet that they're just crazy ass being themselves, creating war. Can we see darkness? Can we see light in the violence? Can we see love in the pain? That's ours to do. That is what an ambassador of light is, or an ambassador of love is, or an ambassador of peace is. It is being that aspect or that highest quality of consciousness that we unravel in our own self. Einstein says, a miracle or nothing's a miracle. What are you going to choose? I prefer everything's a miracle. Think about it. Look at the night sky. Look at nature. How can anybody with any grain of intelligence think that there isn't some grand divine play and consciousness of order and intelligence and beauty and loveliness playing this music in this sphere that we call the earth? It's extraordinary. I went with my friend Marcy. There is not a bad place in Yosemite. Everywhere you go, everything is extraordinary. And I've probably been there more than 30 times over my lifetime because I lived close by. Every time I go, I see something new. Every time I'm there, there is something extraordinary. And that's what I'm asking you to do, is even if you don't go to Yosemite, maybe you just walk out your back door, or you go to the grocery store, or you're on the phone with somebody, or you're watching a movie, or you're hearing music, or you're pulling weeds outside, or you're on your way to work, or you're at your workplace. Expect the extraordinary light of the divine in you to show up. Expect it. Expect that good is all around you. Don't buy the story of, but look at this. That's energy already manifested into form. We want to go back to what's first. What's first is consciousness. What's first is liberation. What first is light. It comes from the nothingness. We want to be close to the nothingness so we can hold that light in us. That's how we bring in for the next generation the newness. We're the bearers of the newness for the next generation. We're the light bearers. We're the ambassadors. We're the light sticks. We hold on tight to the truth. No matter what the outside world says. Look at what is that? We're losing democracy. We can't lose anything. There just is a transformational process going on. And transformation is lighthearted. You have to be strong to go through your own transformation process because it might be painful. It might be messy. You might be confused. You might find that some days you're sitting in the dark and you're waiting for something and you don't even know where it's come from. You may not be good enough to read. The alchemy process is to alchemize that thought form. To take that thought form that's rolling in your cage, that not enough, not good enough, scary enough, not enough. What we're here to do is to form those old dialogues within ourselves so that we carry more and more light in our vessel. Then just by our mere presence of being here on the planet, we are serving this higher order of peace and well-being and community. Look at it. How cool is it that all these young people, gender is it's so vast now. You can be anything. You can virtually be anything and anyone you want to be. Think about just 100 years ago. How foreign was that? There's this generation of young people that are these galaxies and places that are showing up in this earth reality to bring us new ways of being. I know friends who talk to galactic beings. They show up in my house. I don't even know how of it. Sometimes I ask for it. I don't know. There are so many extraordinary and wonderful things that are going on. I know people that, if I had talked this way 100 years ago, they would have locked my ass up. They probably did in some incarnation. I given myself permission and to speak what I speak. There are those who are not going to take who think that's okay. They have permission to think whatever they're going to think, but I'm not going to be stopped by it anymore. The only thing that keeps me out of the fold being this is fear. And fear comes from an old story that I swallowed along the way in my incarnations. And now we are in the business of transforming fear. It's an old way of being. We either shove it aside or don't pay attention of it, or we become the masters and the mistresses of our own, and we reform that energy, just like Christ did when he made water into wine. And I that say, oh, he was never real and that's a story. I don't care what they think. I've had some experiences with seeing into other dimensions and being with other things, and I will use whatever I can to keep me in a good way. And I spend a lot of time by myself, and I know I've said this. There's lots going on inside this vehicle. Is there lots going on inside of you? We have to manage that, and we have to do it in such a way that we are being what we're asking for. We become what we are asking for. That is the liberation. We become the love that we're asking for. We become the peace that we're asking for. And then we might be sent out into the chaos to be peace. And you might find somebody in your face or a situation in your face. And then it's like, well, hey, Sherry, how you doing with peace? Not so good today. I need some help. And so I ask for help. When I need some help, I ask for it. We need to just get over ourselves. Everybody needs a helping hand now again. And an enlightened being or a more enlightened being will get out of his way. Well, maybe. I don't want to put that on anybody and say that's true. But I'm saying that with growth and as you open up to a higher frame of love, you give yourself permission to ask for help. You give yourself permission to be vulnerable and people to see you in your worst situation. Because when we then we're in a position where somebody else can love us. We give each other permission to grow in ways that we haven't been able to. Don't wait to ask. Don't be too busy to call out on a friend. don't be too busy to say, you know, I need something right now. I don't even know what it is, but I'm going to show up. Have a conversation with that void, with that essence, with that light. Call it whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You know, we came into this existence with everything that we need inside of us. It's like the treasure. Buried where? It's not buried out there. It's buried in here. It's ours to find. There was something I wanted to read. I think I said that. I like what Chopra says. When you're connected to the divine feminine, the miraculous explodes in divine wonder. It explodes in wonder. This is a perfect time to be in that space. Nature is, all the flowers are bursting. I used to pull lots of weeds at my house because I have a house with lots of flowers. And now I can't. I don't. So I have a weed fest at my house. And all I used to pull out come to life. And I'm like, this is what it looks like when you don't do anything except let nature be. And that kind of makes me a little uncomfortable because I've liked things in order and beauty and perfection. And as I'm getting older, I get to let stuff be. The painted church that needs painting isn't being painted. You know, all the things that I put my time and energy into making perfect and better, I have a limited amount of energy, and personally, I want to play and have fun. You know, I know people that knew that in the beginning. And I always looked at them and went, how did you do that? I love that they know how to do that. I love that they just let themselves be in awe and wonder and play and creativity. Don't you love people like that? Who just have this authentic life in them that's like, let's go, let's have some fun, let's do this, let's do that. I went with Marcy. She's like here and there, and we're taking pictures, and I'm like, I gave up. But God bless her. She was generous and just kept tugging me around. I mean, we went up to this place, Sentinel Dome. And it was at the end of the day, of our driving day, and I'm like, lungs are hurting, I'm breathing hard. It's probably 6 feet, something like that. And I thought, okay, I'm good. I'm staying here. She comes back. She says, you got to go this next little bit. So I went. She was right. Most extraordinary sight. It was so beautiful. So each of us today, I want you to say this again. I am the ambassador of light. I am the ambassador of love. I am the ambassador of peace. Or fun. Or any other old thing you want to be the ambassador of. I love you so very much. I may feel in great humble honor for you to be here today to share this liberating life that we are involved in. Love you. Go with joy and peace. I just
Joyous time of giving, and there's so many that we can play. button at the bottom. There's this great QR code. You could just, it'll take you right to a way to donate. Bill pay. Give. Time of giving.
And the basket. And we, each and every one of course is not your real source is we have only, so come we know that when we give we are stepping into that flow receiving with an open hand, with open heart. We participate in this flow, and it can only uplift us just as it uplifts the Amani Center, our community, our families, everyone that we come into contact with. So from this place of giving and receiving, this place of opulence, generosity, and we say thank you. Thank you for all that we give it thing. So thank you. Into the law, all these, and so I have another song from, oh, I think it's from Amy Bishop. Let's see. Yep, coming from Canada.
Put your hands up. You're on a corner and your back's against the wall. Put your hands up. If you've fallen onto harder times and you've got no one to call, put your hands up. If you're on the verge of giving up and you're all but out of hope, put your hand up. So you know you're not alone. Put your hand up. Go on and put your hand up. Put your hands up. What you waiting? What you put your hands up. What you waiting for? Hands up. What you waiting for? What you waiting?
I love her. So on behalf, it is my great honor to receive you guys, knowing that there's so much good in our community, in our lives, and in the world. Is looks like the oh man, look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna hand this. Tell us. Welcome.
Are you. And, you know, the theme is kind of around moms, but we spoke about how this energy of go, whatever, love. So, for me,
Always.
and they made great.
And eat. And we are going to stack chairs. So some posters for the fair. If you put, I think they're on the big table. Oh, and one other thing, I have the banner for the fair that I had to update with a new date. I've got it here. If there's someone who's able to take 10 minutes after service and go hang that at the corner of Country Club and Cameron Park,